What's going on, people? Welcome back to Mando Football. It is your boy Demeachnyc here. As always, like, comment, subscribe in the video as usual. And of course, do not forget to follow me on Instagram if you can in the description below. And as to always, follow me on X and on Twitter, Mandom_football like usual. Please comment and subscribe in the video as I just mentioned. And today, well, let's say this week, this past few days, there's been so much going on. Too much going on, I should say, in the football world right now. Some rumors that we've heard, although it is confirmed that this man, Marcus Rashford, will be going to FC Barcelona. Here we go. It seems like it will be a loan deal with a buy option. So Barcelona, once that loan deal is done, he could be going to Barcelona on a permanent deal. And we already know that this is something that Manchester United really wanted to just get over with. He is being costed, we don't even really know in terms of the price tag, but he's getting paid $325K a week. A week, this man, Marcus Rashford, at 27 years old, is getting paid $325K a week, right? This is a player that has been at Manchester United for years, pretty much decades. We can honestly think about it. He's one of their academy. He's one of their own. So we know how much Marcus Rashford means to Manchester United. And I think that this is a good move for him in his career. He needs to step away from Man United. He is no jokes whatsoever. He is a beast. He has so much talent. He's so good. I really like this guy. I've always been a fan of his game. Where were you if you weren't there for 2022, 2023 Marcus Rashford? That is honestly one of the best players I've ever seen play football. His run that year was unbelievable. Got Manchester United a Carabao Cup and was the top leading goal scorer for Man U that year. He was class. Even though it probably was like 3 months, it was like the best 3 months of any Manchester United's life in the recent memory. So yeah, he was unbelievable, and he's done some crazy things at Manchester United over the years. So I'm really happy to see him actually going to one of my favorite clubs, FC Barcelona in Spain, on a loan deal. And I would honestly like to see him come back to Man United as one of their main guys after this loan deal. Believe it or not, I think Marcus Rashford needs to be at Man U. This relationship that they have is probably not in the best place so far, right, as of this moment in time, but this is a player that I really want to see at Manchester United succeed and to really prove that he is what people think he is in terms of the talent. But it's all the mental game with this guy. We've seen Marcus Rashford over the years go to Knicks games, go to, the club, live it up as a young guy, getting older. But listen, we've seen you since 2017, I should say. Right, we are expecting big things from you now. So, Marcus Rashford, prove me right. Please prove me that you are that guy. And I know he is. So, he needs to prove it to me and to prove it to the rest of the world. Marcus Rashford, though, to Barcelona, that is a here we go on a loan deal. We'll see what happens once that loan deal is done, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have a good season at Barcelona. As for another rumor in the mix, we have heard a lot of talk about Xavi Simons or Chavy Simons. A matter of fact, Pervis Estupiñán to AC Milan. Here we go. That is a done deal. That is a good signing for AC Milan. That is a good replacement for one of the world's best, Theo Hernandez, a great player that I like as well. Theo Hernandez, at his prime, at his peak, he was definitely a top 2, top 3 left back in world football. He was excellent at AC Milan, won them the Serie A a few years ago, but obviously we know he's no longer in Italy, or in Europe, I should say. He's now in Saudi Arabia, so he will no longer be at AC Milan. But Pervis Estupiñán is a good signing, solid, 17 million euros, only 17. That's not bad at all. Some add-ons to it. But yeah, that is a good signing for AC Milan. I don't blame that at all for the price. So we'll see what happens there, but AC Milan have a lot of work to do. Although, we can talk about this man. We can talk about this brother real quick, if I can get it. Oh, here we go. Chavy Simons, this brother, Kunde's not going anywhere. Let's be real. But Chavy Simons to Chelsea. Actually, we could talk about this a little bit. Xavi Simons or Xavi Simons has opened doors to Chelsea move after direct contacts with his camp. Club-to-club talks will start from Tuesday as Chelsea Leipzig will discuss deal conditions. For Chelsea, deal depends on outgoings. Arsenal remain also keen, but Gyökeres and outgoings are priority. Okay, well, this is interesting because we shall see where this goes. Chelsea have had advanced talks with Xavi Simons. I keep saying Simons. Xavi Simons, and we already know how good of a player this guy is. This guy is unbelievable, guys. If you haven't heard of this man already, you guys need to check out his film. You guys need to check out his highlights on RB Leipzig. This guy is a baller. I've actually have heard of Xavi Simons since he was a kid. I've heard of this man. He's only 23. I'm 21. So I've heard of this man from a long time, since like 2016, 2015 probably. Like, I remember this guy like he was a baby. Almost like we were been friends. Like, I grew up hearing his name since the academy. This guy is meant to be like the next big thing in football, and I believe it. He is undoubtedly one of the best players at his age in world football right now, and it's only a matter of time till he goes to a top club like Chelsea. Although we do hear that there are reports of Arsenal being linked to Xavi Simons. We already know that's the case for the past few weeks, but it seems like Chelsea are the ones that are really moving forward for this deal. We don't know what will happen with this deal, though. We don't know if it'll actually happen, but he is keen to go into Chelsea. We know that Arsenal are also in talks to get Xavi Simons, or if that's not the case, they might go for Eberechi Eze that they've also been linked to. So we already know how Andrea Berta is moving in this transfer market in terms of trying to leverage one deal over the other and kind of moving like a maverick, according to Ben Jacobs himself, reporter on TalkSport. So we already know what the deal is here. But in terms of Xavi Simons, we know that he might be going to Chelsea. And I will say this right now, and you heard it here first. If Xavi Simons goes to Chelsea, Chelsea will be competing for the Premier League. No question. They can no doubtably go for the Premier League. They already won the Club World Cup. May not be the most convincing Club World Cup, as though there were many teams that were missing from the competition. But let me say this right now. Xavi Simons to Chelsea Football Club is crazy. Is absolutely crazy. That is mad. That is a talented player. That's probably the best player on that team. Probably behind Cole Palmer, Moises Caicedo, but honestly, anybody that has been watching Xavi Simons for the last few years could honestly say that he might be the best player on that team if he is to go straight to Chelsea. Like, he is that good. He is so good. So hopefully he goes to Chelsea, or hopefully he goes to another club, maybe Bayern. Bayern are interested in him, but it seems like they're probably not going to go for him. And Arsenal are also in the mix as well. They're looking for a left winger. They're looking for an attacking midfielder, and that will be the cherry on top for either Arsenal or Chelsea. But Chelsea are definitely leading the race right now. So we'll see what happens with that. Other news, Brian Mbeumo is officially a Manchester United player. He signed a ting this morning. Fabrizio Romano shot us a bomba this morning that he has signed with Manchester United. I will definitely break down a deeper look into Man United later this week. I do think that there are still some issues that need to be sorted out with Man United moving forward if they are to really get things going. And the big one that we don't understand what's going on is number one is, where the hell is Victor Gyökeres? Right, where is Gyökeres? I don't know where this guy is. It's like, where's Waldo out here? Like, where is this man? And Morgan Gibbs-White to Tottenham. I don't know what's going on here. It seems like Nottingham Forest and Sporting are playing. They're playing like they're the big dogs, and they're not going to move for anybody. They're not going to shove. You know, this is some Rosa Parks stuff that I'm seeing. They're just not wanting to move. They're not moving anywhere. other clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham are like, yo, pull up, come out, like, just move. And they're just sitting there like, nah, we're not moving. We're not going anywhere. So we'll see what happens with that. But yes, definitely. The big news for today is that Marcus Rashford is going to FC Barcelona on a loan deal, but that is definitely one of the biggest signings of the summer so far. Xavi Simons is negotiating, probably will go to Chelsea. If not, he could be going to another big club. Victor Gyökeres and Morgan Gibbs-White are on the Where's Waldo fraud watch right now, so we'll see what happens with that. But that's all I got for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Always shoot me on Instagram, shoot me on Twitter, shoot me on YouTube. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Have a good one.